We're not going back to the moon. Not really. We're leaving Earth for the first time in half a century. And most people don't even realize it's happening. For months now, you've probably heard the same thing. We're going back to the moon. It sounds familiar, comforting even, like something we've already done, like something we already understand. But that phrase is misleading, because the Artemis 2 mission is not a repeat of the past. It's the beginning of something entirely different. The last time humans traveled this far from Earth was during the Apollo program. A different world, different technology, different risks, different reasons. Back then, it was a race, a demonstration of power, a line drawn in the sand during the Cold War. But this time, there's no race, no finish line, no clear endpoint, just a direction. In 1972, something quiet happened. It didn't feel historic at the time. There were no headlines about it, no dramatic speeches, but a line was drawn. When Apollo 17 mission returned to Earth, humans stopped leaving low Earth orbit, and we never crossed that line again. For over 50 years, every astronaut, every mission, every moment in space happened just above our planet, close enough to come home quickly, close enough to be rescued, close enough to feel safe. We built space stations, we advanced technology, we learned how to live in orbit, but we never truly left. Not again. There's a reason for that. Low Earth orbit is predictable, controlled, manageable. If something goes wrong on the International Space Station, there are procedures, escape routes, backup systems, and most importantly, time to fix the problem, time to come home. But deep space doesn't work that way. Out there, distance becomes danger. Communication delays stretch longer. Rescue becomes impossible. And every decision matters more. For decades, we chose caution. We stayed where it was safer, where the risks were understood, where the unknowns were limited. But safety has a cost. It keeps you close. This is where Artemis 2 changes everything. Because this mission doesn't just orbit Earth, it leaves it completely. The crew will travel farther than any human has in generations. Beyond satellites, beyond space stations, beyond the invisible boundary we've stayed inside for decades. They won't land on the moon. That's not the goal. They'll fly around it. Test systems, push limits, improve something we haven't proven in over 50 years. That humans can survive out there, not just visit, not just observe, but endure. This is not a destination mission. It's a capability mission. A question being asked, can we go farther and still come back? The moon isn't the prize. It never really was. It's close, relatively speaking. 3 days away. Close enough to test, but far enough to matter. If something fails near the moon, you're already in deep space. That's why it matters. Because everything beyond the moon gets harder. Mars isn't 3 days away, it's months. There are no quick returns, no emergency exits, no second chances. So before we go there, we have to prove we can survive this space in between. Radiation, isolation, distance, time. Artemis 2 is one of the first real steps in answering that question. There's another layer to this, one we don't talk about as much: perspective. When you're in low Earth orbit, Earth still feels big, dominant, present. But when you go farther, something changes. Astronauts have described it before. The moment Earth becomes small, fragile, distant, a blue sphere, surrounded by endless black, no borders, no divisions, no noise, just home. And the farther you go, the more you realize how alone it is. Artemis 2 will bring humans back to that perspective, a view that changes how you see everything. So why are we doing this? Not for flags, not for footprints, not even for the moon itself. We're doing it because humanity is reaching a point where staying in one place may not be enough. Every major step in human history has been about expansion, crossing oceans, exploring continents, pushing beyond what was known. This is no different. It's just bigger. For the first time, we're not exploring a new land. We're preparing to exist somewhere that isn't Earth at all. And that changes everything. So when you hear someone say, we're going back to the moon, and understand what that really means. We're not going back. We're moving forward, past the line we haven't crossed in over 50 years, into a place that is far less forgiving, far less certain, and far more important than most people realize. Because this isn't about where we land next. It's about whether humanity is ready to leave home. And after all this time, we're finally stepping away again. Thanks for watching The Human Rhythm. Please subscribe.